Hey there, welcome to anystack.in. In this video, we are going to talk about final keyword in Dart. So let me share my screen with you all first. Okay. So with the name, it is clear that it is going to make something similar to final. So suppose that if we are having a variable and we are storing some data in it and we want that no one should able to change this value anymore. So for that, we can use the final keyword. So let me show you that. So here we are going to write first of all a double and the rate, which is 8.2. Think this as a bank interest rate, which is 8.5% per annum. So if I will print this rate, so we are going to get 8.5, and after some time we came here and we make it 9.5. And now if I will run this program by writing dart and the file name, sorry, so you can see that I am getting 8.5, and the next time we are getting 9.5. We are easily able to manipulate the data, which we do not want. We want to restrict the user from manipulating the data of rate. So for that we will just use final keyword before the before the variable declaration, or at the time of declaring the variable. So here we are declaring the variable with some initial value. We are using the final keyword. So now the rate is 8.5 and it is fixed. So in the next line, when I'm trying to do that, it is saying that the final variable rate can only be set once. We can only set the value once. We cannot do this again and again, or we cannot do more than one time. So we have already set the value at the very first step. Now we cannot do that at this point. So I hope I made my point clear that you cannot change the value of final variable. So this is the first thing. So let me show you one more thing. So suppose that it is saying that it can be set once. It can be set once. So suppose that instead of setting as at the time of initialization, if I want to set the value at this point, so what you can see that we are getting error at all three places. At this place we have just declared the variable. At this place we are setting the for the first time, and at this place we are setting it for the second time. We are aware that as it is saying that can be set once, it can be set once. So this is the place we are setting for the once. Why this is not happening? So still there is a problem. So let's understand that it is saying that the final variable rate must be initialized. So whenever you are using or making any variable as final, you always need to initialize the value, which means you can set the value once, and that once is at the time of initialization. You cannot do like this. By reading the documentation we can assume that we can set once, so we are doing that here, but it is not happening. We need to set the value once, but at the time of initialization. That cannot be any other time. You have to set at this moment only. So let's correct this. Now this one is fine. It is saying that we are having that same error. So let's remove this part for now, and let's leave this for the example, so that later on when you will see that on the GitHub, you will get this example. You might understand by seeing the code also. So thanks. I hope you understood the final very easily, and I tried my best to make it as simple as I could. Thanks.